In this video I go through all the problems that we had with our van that had started during our trip to Portugal last year, and I'll also go through quickly how we managed to get those issues sorted before we headed off down to the south of France. So here's me explaining the problems that we had wrapping up our camper van trip through Portugal last year, where things started going very wrong. Heading north through the hills, the van suddenly lost power. We honestly weren't sure we were going to make it home. Thankfully we did, but once back home we needed answers. So the first thing I did was plug in this cheap diagnostic tool that I'd bought from TEMU, and immediately fault codes everywhere. P0101, mass airflow circuit. P2459, DPF Regeneration Frequency. P2463, DPF Restriction. And P0546, exhaust gas temperature sensor. At this point it was pretty obvious that the DPF was heavily blocked. But before touching the DPF, I gave the van a full service, oil filters, and replaced this turbo intercooler pipe that was absolutely soaked in oil.
Oh God, right. That is black. To be fair, it looks alright to me. Can't see any issues there, there's no leaking. That's what I need to take that off. Right. The filter must go on that. Just put that down here out of the way. Since I've been away, it's been leaking. The top one's off. That's out. There you go, it's off. Right, let's get it on the bench and let's have a look at it. There's just like this spring, this clip. That's the only thing that's holding it in. Well, that's the bottom one in. That's the top one in. And it should be a case of just flicking them down, hopefully.
Then came the job I was really dreading, removing the DPF.
Them two pipes that are going up there, they should pull out of the rubber hose. But I need to undo these two sensors here, and probably this one as well. You can see that. But I've tried to undo that, and it's not coming off. So the last thing I want to do is break it.
The knock centre absolutely refused to undo. In the end, I actually had to cut the wires just to get the DPF off the van.
That's the DPF off. Those just pulled out. Minging. Okay, so it does look a little bit Heath Robinson, I've got to say, but it's set up.
I'd watched loads of videos online about cleaning DPF, so I flushed it through with Wynn's DPF cleaner.
Right, it sounds like that DPF's filling up. Let's see if it comes through. There you go.
And honestly, the amount of black sludge that came out was alarming.
My God, that is horrendous. Still loads of detergent coming out. Wow. And it just keeps coming out. There we go, and again. Absolutely mowed up with soot when I took it off, and I think I just see the DPF up there. There's still just little bits of soot. But believe it or not, that slid into place quite easily. If you have a choice, you can take this cross member off to make it easy, but I'm not going to start doing that. I put everything back together, plugged the scanner back in, and still blocked. So at this point I realised that the cheap scanner just wasn't enough, so I upgraded to an ICarsoft diagnostic scanner, and this is where things got serious. The scanner showed a soot content level of around 175%, which was dangerously high and possibly meant a DPF replacement. I still wasn't convinced that my first clean had worked properly, so reluctantly I removed the DPF all over again, and another full winds flush, another reinstall. But after all that effort, the soot figure had only dropped from 175% to 165%. Honestly, at that point I thought the DPF was finished. I decided to try a forced regeneration using the ICarsoft tool, and then soot levels started falling until eventually 0%. I genuinely couldn't believe it. So, if you own a Sprinter, I can honestly say the ICarsoft scanner is an absolute must-have. But unfortunately, that wasn't the end of the story, because the next problem became even worse. So after I managed to get the DPF cleaned, it all got put back together, the van was running pretty well, but there was still at least one code that was on it, and that was the heat sensor, bank 1 heat sensor. Now I couldn't do that, I didn't have the tools to do it, it was proper on hard. I tried to get it off, but I thought I'd damage it, so I ended up putting it in a garage. It cost me £200 to get replaced. And again, since then we've been away. We've been to Scotland and been to Cornwall, and another fault code has come on. Basically it's the turbo underboost. Now, taking it down to the garage, they've done a smoke test on it, and it's the inlet manifold or the induction manifold that's leaking, so that's got to be replaced. Now that's something that's probably out of my remit, there's no way I could do that. But the story gets worse because they've tried to take it apart and there's other problems with it, and I'm just about to go down now, have a look at the van, because it's going to need some more work on top of the induction manifold, and I think it's pretty serious. So I'll take this with me and we can have a look at it. Hey up! There it is. Oh my God! Oh man. There, isn't it, that thing? That's where it comes.
That's the head. This is your problem here.
Did you find leaks in it? Oh my God.
Yes, I'll show you now.
Leaks, is that all by all the craps on it?
Yeah. It's now it's, if it was broke, by rights I should be able to just get my fingers and turn that and it'd come out.
Have you tried taking that out then or not?
No, not yet. No.
Because of that?
So even if I get it out,
that one bolt, the engines that come out.
it could still be knackered.
The van's in bits. Stress levels going through the roof. What can you do? So yeah, we've all because of that one fault code on the van, the turbo underboost. You've had a look at the inlet manifold, that's cracked, and that just because that pin sheared off, the whole engine has had to come out, so it can be drilled out and retapped, and that's going to basically double the cost because the whole engine's got to come out, and I'm absolutely gutted. But what can you do? You just got to get it done. And hopefully the next time we update, we'll have our van back, and it's due for MOT as well, so I'm going to have to delay that MOT for a few days. But they're confident it'll get it going and get it right. So yeah, let's wait till it's done, and we'll see what difference it all makes. I'll see you in a bit.
Right, back again, and we've got the van back. And this is the first time I've sat in it since it's been done. Well, the whooshing sound has definitely stopped, so that'll be a consequence of the inlet manifold being replaced, so that's positive. No fault codes on the dashboard. Let's give it a good run. So after all that trouble that we had in Portugal with the van losing power, all the fault codes coming on, I just thought it was the DPF blocked. And initially when I cleaned the DPF, I did get some power back, but only for a short period. Looking at some research, it seems to be what happens with the manifold is that it resets and it's okay for a while, and then it goes into limp mode, and that happened a lot. So that was a job that I didn't really want to do myself. I thought about it, but now too risky for me. So I put it in the garage, did a smoke test on it, and that's when he showed it was the manifold, the inlet manifold that was leaking. And normally it's a job you can do on the van, but when they were getting it off, there's a couple of bolts sheared on one of the parts. I don't know what the part is, but to retap those bolts, you couldn't do it with the van in situ. Sorry, you couldn't do it with the engine in situ. So the engine had to come out. But ultimately, what he's done is he's put a new part on it. He ended up not tapping it. We ended up putting a new part on off a 2020 van. Well, a second-hand part off a 2020 van in a brand new inlet manifold. And it's probably only taken him about 4 days getting the engine out, doing the work, putting the engine back in. So yeah, 3.5, 4 days, not much change out of 2,000 quid. And what can you do? You've got that much money invested in the van, you can't not pay it. So yeah, from a negative point of view, it's cost a lot of money, but let's just hope that's it. It's all repaired. Seems to be okay. Definitely now the sucking sound or the rushing sound coming from the inlet manifold is gone. But time will tell when I give it some welly down the motorway. Right, so that's it. We're done. Next stop, we should be on our way to France, hopefully. Yeah, so the MOT's booked in for tomorrow. Hopefully, touch wood, fingers crossed, that'll go okay. I'm not aware of any major issues on this van that needs doing now. So hopefully then we can get the ferry booked for Sunday and get on our way down to the south of France. So thankfully we're back on the road again. It was touch and go because this time last week this van was in the garage and the engine was on the floor, having inlet manifold work done and other work done. So yeah, we were unsure whether we'd make today, but thankfully we're here and we're on the way. Mandy's just getting some coffee and some food for the journey, but yeah, we're heading down to Dover we've got a channel crossing later this evening. I was going to refrain from moaning about this, but what is it with the middle lane hoggers? I don't get it. Makes it worse. There's a camper van down there. He's staying out when he can come in. It's like, what's wrong? He's just pulled in front of me, this car as in, whacked his brakes on to slow down. It's like, what's wrong with people?
Moaning.
I'm not moaning, it's called brake checking. Too busy on a bloody phone, that's why. Picking on that camper van there, look, it's just not moving.
What about it?
Well, it's staying in the middle lane, look, it's forcing everybody to go on the outside. I'm not going on the outside. Giving camper vanners a bad name. I'm sorry, I am moaning, but it's just...
Yes, you are.
It's so dangerous what he's doing. Just sitting there. I think Dover BP is just round the corner from here. So let's see how much it is. It's 189 here as well.
That's not bad then, it's like home.
Probably worse, couldn't it?
Somewhere we've never been.
I was just about to say that, you know, Dover Castle, yeah, never been, have we?
Do you think when we're coming back?
We'll see. Yep, look at them lads there without the helmets on that scooter. Oh God.
And they were going through the lights
I know.
as well.
He didn't come off it then as well, he couldn't hold it up.
It's only a scooter. Don't you stop walking.
This one. So what we've seen so far, they aren't doing fingerprints this morning, today.
At the minute.
No, where are we? At French border control here. Passports, but no fingerprinting. Bonjour.
Maddie, down!
Sorry, pardon.
Lie down.
I don't think they still don't want the animal stuff here.
Are you sure?
No, it's at the here now. Oh yeah, you okay? Yeah, good. You?
How far have you got to go on the other side?
750. Down to the south coast. So.
No, we must have, yeah. Fair enough. Alright, safe time.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers. That's just border control. That is. Yeah, going through security, that's where we're going.
Airport security, a couple of random checks.
Yeah, well, we got dogs in the back.
That's all right. Yeah. So before I search the vehicle, no weapons, no extra fuel.
No,
Perfect. Okay. So are they friendly?
no.
Right. I'll get you to open the bonnet then for me, and
Yep.
I'll look underneath.
Okay.
But yeah, you're all good, all right? Yeah. So straight out to the left.
Thank you. Oh! Keith, hang on. That's just ripped off. She's ripped the thing off. When they've had the checks.
Say again.
Put them in the little room when they've had the checks. Oh, haven't you?
You've got everything.
I have not got everything. Did they give them us back? They didn't. I haven't got them.
I know. Put them down somewhere and I can't bloody see where to put them.
You're not putting them at the top? Is it when you got out?
I don't know, to be honest. Are they there? Let's just check inside there.
No. Did they give them you back?
Yeah, they give
They're
me.
on the floor. There you go, that's Ali.
That's Ellie.
That's Maddie.
That's the other dog, Maddie.
That's Bella.
That's Bella.
There you go, that's Chase.
And that's the last one, that's Chase. So after a little bit of drama, me putting the passports on the floor. What, number 197?
Yeah.
Dog, can we get there?
197.
Yes. Definitely went wrong. What was him? Oh yeah, he is.
Have you made the tickets?
Yeah.
Which one do I press again to go back? Oh, play music as well.
Ferries all hours.
Oh no, it's not doing it.
That's the seatbelt warning. I'll sort it out, man, in a minute. We're alright, we've got time. There you go, upper decks. 5B. Oh, it's going to be a quiet crossing, man. Hey? What? I know. It's going to be empty. And relax. About £11 for a litre of vodka. Kraken for £23. Can't believe how quiet it is on here. There's hardly anybody on. With the right lane or what? Here.
That's it, we're out on.
Good morning, and this is where we parked last night in Calais. This is quite a popular place actually. This is the Asphalt parking, which is it's a free site, 250 pitches or 250 places, I should say. Nobody here apart from us. We've been here before. This is our third time actually. Never had any problems here. But there's like 3 sites all close to each other here. When you look on search for sites, there's one there. That's that right over there next to the marina. That's a massive car park. You get wagons and all sorts on there. And then right over there is the camping car park, which is like what, 13-15 euro a night. We've been there a few times as well, but to be fair, we've had 0 problems in all of those places. So we got off the ferry about 11:30 last night, got here, and yeah, as I say, no problems. Yeah, this time of year you'd expect it to be quiet. So yeah, anyway, we're fed, we're watered, dogs are exercised, so we're going to head off, heading south now down to the south coast. Not too sure where we're going to stay, but we'll just drive, and then we'll find, when we're ready, we'll pull over and find somewhere. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you in a bit. Good morning, and we've made it to this next park up. So we've driven about 300 miles south from Calais, and we've ended up here, which is a free air just outside of Nancy. It's called Pompey Millery. Lovely little spot right next to the Moselle River. Is it Moselle? Moselle River? Yeah, beautiful place. Picnic area, free to park, but you pay just a little bit for water and electric, a couple of euros, something like that. But yeah, sun's out. Yesterday it's pretty much rained all day. That's us there. All these bays, all on tarmac. I think about 7 bays in total. Yeah, really nice. Tree lined as well, look. Couple of campers here. Oh, there's Japanese knotweed there. Bonjour, hello. Yeah, you can walk miles down there apparently. Nice walks all the way around. This is the service bay. Bins. Yeah, that's it there, look. Bins. Waste drop. Lovely. That's where you pay. A couple of quid. And there's one of them pizza machines just there, automatic pizza machines. But that's out of stock. Not that we'd use it, but yeah, it's currently out of stock. It did say it's waiting a delivery. Yeah, them bells go all night. Doesn't bother us though. Yeah, according to that, it's waiting for a delivery. Bonjour. Memorial for people that died in combat. I don't think it's a World War one though, because these are dated 1793, 1794. Anyway, that's us done here for today. We're setting off again, going further south. Not too sure how many miles we'll do, but we'll find somewhere to park up. Probably another 250 miles, I guess. I did say it's about 750 miles from Calais, but I was wrong. Yeah, it's 750 miles on the toll roads, but we're not following toll roads. So I reckon we've got a couple of overnights on his way down there. So yeah, we're going to head off another couple 100 miles and we'll see where it takes us. Catch you in a bit. Right, this is the first fuel station. How much we're paying? I think we're paying €2.20. There you go, 107 euros for 46.85 litres. Anyway, the big difference this year is that I've actually opened a Revolut Euro account. Bonjour. Right, we've just done another 270 miles and we've ended up here, which is just east of Lyon. I think we've got another 270 miles to go to get to Fréjus. So that's where we are. Lovely little municipal air provided by the council, which is great. Got a little bit of a dirty lake and it looks rather muddy as well. Last thing I want to do is get the stock covered in mud. Yeah, it's a bit muddy. I'm not getting over there. Shelter area there. Bit of a communal space. Maybe barbecuing, I don't know. Free services apparently. There they are. Water. Black and grey waste drop. Bins. It's all good. So everything provided apart from electric. There we go, this is where we are. So we've decided to change the route tomorrow. We were going to go non-toll all the way, but basically the last leg of the journey you're going through lots of mountains through the lower Alps region. Yeah, it's quite obviously mountainous and the roads are quite narrow, so we decided to do the last leg of the trip on the toll road. So we've got 2 motorhomes there, 2 motorhomes there. Right across from a sports centre. Yeah, there you go, that's where we are. Moristel, east of Lyon. I'm not going to wander too far because we're going to get up again tomorrow. Looks nice down there. Glass of wine early now to get on the road early, so we're hoping to make it to Fréjus late tomorrow afternoon into the campsite. I can imagine you're going to get lots of mosquitoes here. Well, there's a few now. When that sun comes up. Right, we've just pulled over on this air on the motorway. Don't get confused, this is not a camper van air, this is just an air for parking on your journey and just for park up and having a rest basically. But yeah, we've got about another 100 miles to go. Need to find somewhere to fill up with diesel. It's looking like it's going to be about €2.50 on the motorway, which is a bit of a shame, but expensive, but what can you do? But yeah, this is where we've stopped. As I say, on the road it says it's an air, but it's not an air for camper vans. It is literally somewhere to come and park up and have a rest on your journey. You hear stories about people getting the vans broken into on these places. I wouldn't particularly want to sleep over here. Right next to the motorway. So yeah, anyway, another 100 miles to go and we'll see you when we get to the destination. Road there. Green.
Your destination is on your...
Right, we've arrived. So today we've done 282 miles and we've been driving for 5 hours 27 minutes, averaging 51 miles an hour at 34.2 miles per gallon. Right, we're going to check. Should have brought some weed killer with me. Phew, right. We're here, we've made it. So I'm going to recap. So we left North Staffordshire on Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock, and we've just arrived here on Wednesday afternoon at, what time is it? Nearly 5 o'clock. So we had 3 stops. So we stopped over in Calais, in Nancy, and then we stopped over just on the southeast of Lyon. In total, we've driven 1,137 miles. Now, normally, if we take the toll road, that's just a 1,000-mile trip. So the extra 137 has come on because we've avoided the toll roads on that first session. We were going to try and avoid the toll roads all the way down. We just think driving through the mountainous part, through Provence and that's a bit too much. So we decided on that last leg just to go on the toll road. It just proved to be nice and easy. So yeah, so in total 1,137 miles. Driving time just short of 25 hours. That's 24 hours and 57 minutes. And an average speed of 45 miles per hour. Now I don't go over 65. Tend to keep it around between 60 and 65, 100 km/h, something like that. And the overall miles per gallon is 32.2. And I think that's pretty good. Now this is a 4-ton Sprinter. Well, it's a 3.5 ton Sprinter that's been upplated to 4 ton. We are fully loaded. It's only a 311 engine, but it has been remapped. So we're getting about 140 horsepower out of it. So I think that's pretty good. So yeah, that's the journey. How much it cost us. So we've got the ferry fee, which was £247, and that's one way. Now that normally is a bit cheaper than that, but because we've got 4 animals with us, that hikes it up by between £80 and £100. I'll put that figure exactly how much it was, but I think it's about 247 quid. The fuel, again, I'll put that up there, but I'm going to guess it's about £350, but I'll work it out and put that here. We were paying between £2.25 and £2.29 a litre. Now we did see some on the motorway at €2.60. Obviously we avoided those because you get more fuel efficiency and it's a shorter route on the toll road. Whether you're going to save the money, I don't know. It's a bit of a trade-off between what you pay on the tolls and what you gain in fuel consumption, whatever. So I'm going to put how much that cost us there, and I'll find out how much the tolls cost us. We've got the toll tag, so we don't know yet. I'll have to log into the system and find out how much that cost us. So yeah, in total, I think the fuel's going to be about €350, £350 even. Tolls, I'm guessing about €60, but I'll add it all up and I'll put the final figure there. I'll just get out, I'll show you where we've come to. So this is our mobile home in Frejus. Now this has been empty now for 6 months, so we left it like this back in September. We never normally know what to expect when we get here, how bad the rain's treated it, but to be fair, it don't look too bad, apart from the obvious. Plants are looking not too bad. Again, these always thrive in these conditions. So do those. The aloe veras. We got that as a tiny little plant. So yeah, that's not been touched for 6 months and it's thriving. But I do understand they've had a lot of rain down here. So yeah, that's us. We're here and the sun's shining. Brilliant. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.